the R. That's hobbies, and that's huge. Family, occupation, recreation, and then it goes to motivation, hobbies, right? It's like, what certain things do you like to go do for fun? So with that as well, certain people are at a certain spot because they have that same hobby in mind they like or love. So it's not really about you. Up to a point, you do have to be a good person. So I'm gonna use me as an example. I like cars, more specific cars. I was more into Hondas, right? Because they were easy, and I like to speed. I like to I like to go fast. I'm not saying they are all fast, but they can be, you know, certain things you can do to them to make them go fast. And you know, if you have a small car, you know, and you put like a lot of horsepower on them, it goes, right? But with that, you know, certain people I'm around don't care how I talk. It's just who I am as a person. You know, am I not, you know, like, oh, I have this car, so I'm this way. It's like, no, bro. You have that car. That's awesome. I'm gonna ask you about that car, but don't be that way. Oh, I have a fast car. Okay, cool. You know, there are certain things like with that, you know, if you got a V8 versus a V6, you know, all that kind of stuff. Or if you have like import versus, you know, cars that are made in the States, you know, all that kind of stuff kind of butt heads. But, you know, you still have to be around like an actual car that's a hobby. You know, there are certain things people learn from people who have V8s and V6. I still learn from them, you know, that's awesome. And then they actually still learn from people who have Hondas and, you know, all that kind of stuff, all-wheel drive cars, you know, all that jazz, right? But to kind of go back, it's all in one. It's like, that is so cool. You're around cars. They all, I would say, go the same way and stop the same way. They're, you know, so it's kind of like, why not? But anyways, so I would say for you to be a person of value is key, as in, I'm not trying to have somebody around me who I let in my house that they see something awesome and then it's like, oh, mine. I'm like, so you're a thief. I'm not trying to have those people like, you know, here, right? I'm like, I don't got time for that. So, you know, because it's just something I have to always be aware of. Like, no, hey, I'm not home. If you want to go inside and go get something to eat because you're from X, or you're not from, I guess, this state or town or whatever, hey, cool, awesome. But only with certain people, right? You know, they'd be like, oh, this is nice. Hey, if you want to not have it, you know, if you want to be like, hey, I want to use that, cool, but just let me know. I'm open to that. But hobbies, be around certain people who share the exact same, the likes. And I'm like, yes, that's so cool. That's why I like to be around people who have speech problems, so that I could sit back and learn from them and be like, yes, this is so cool. And it's a spot where you can be open and free, you know, like, oh, he's having a hard time saying that. Hey, chill out. I'm in that exact same boat, right? So Yeah, I hope that helps whoever out. Thank you so much for just, you know, from being here, and I hope, you know, you got some value from that. And until next time, have a great rest of your day or night.